Alright guys, welcome back to God of War. The last time we met God of War, we just arrived to Pandora's temple. Well, more accurately, we climbed Kratos' back and all that kind of stuff, so now we are officially at the outside regions of Pandora's temple. Yeah, I mean, pretty standard stuff. Oh, kind of ruined the immersion there, just kind of undermined that, but yeah. I love those. Sorry. In God of War, I'm a huge sucker for those kind of shots, by the way, where it's Kratos running towards like a big thing, and like you could barely see him the whole time. Like I actually really, I'm a sucker for those kind of shots. I'm just a sucker for that kind of shot in general. Like it just shows like how daunting the task is gonna be for that character. Like whether it's a movie or a TV show or something like that. Like I think an example of this I'm always thinking of is Avengers Endgame, where it's like right before the iconic portal scene where Captain America is walking up, and it's like a really extreme wide shot. I love extreme wide shots like that, of Captain America walking up to the Thanos' army. That's a really cool shot. I love it. So yeah, I'm doing a little exploration because just like last time, just like any other time with God of War, basic curiosity will get you Gorgonized and Phoenix Feathers. Also, we have to actually talk to that guy up there. There's a guy up here we have to talk to in order for us to get Pandora's temple opened. Yep, right here.
So, you think you can conquer the Temple of the Gods, do you? It's never been done, you know. Sooner or later, the Harpies will bring what's left of you back for me to burn. The gods hid Pandora's box in here, so no mortal would ever claim its power. And yet, year after year, I open the gate for more and more soldiers and place more and more bodies on these pyres. If I were you, I'd leave now. But I can see you are determined. Very well. May the gods grant you strength to conquer the perils that lay before you. Good luck, Spartan.
How do you know he was Spartan? How do you know he was Spartan? I'm guessing, then again, Kratos is... So I'm going to say this now. Kratos is kind of a legend. He is known as the Ghost of Sparta. So, pretty sure I guess it's...
disheveled state. I was the first to attempt the temple. And the first to die. The gods punished me for my failure, and now I must tend to all who have followed me.
No, I wonder how far he got. Because I want to call bullshit on something. There are people who got farther ahead of us. And they're dead. Like, you see their bodies everywhere. You see blood and stuff like that. And it makes me question, how in the hell did they get this far? Because you have to have the moveset of Kratos in order to get to the temple. Now, obviously, there is a point when the bodies stop. But, like, there's just a point, like, towards the beginning of the temple, you will see a lot more bodies. And you're going to be thinking to yourself, how in the hell did these guys get this far? Because the temple basically requires that you're Kratos. Does everyone just innately have a double jump? Blades of Chaos and Poseidon's Rage and all that other stuff, all the other stuff Kratos has right now? Because if that's the case, then alright, I'll take it. And I'm not even taking into consideration of the monsters that we'll be seeing throughout Pandora's temple. I'm just talking about like all the traps and stuff. Kratoscopter. No. So yeah, this session actually was dedicated to the Temple of Pandora itself. At least a lot of it was. I don't get all of the Temple of Pandora done in this session. But, oh, excuse me, that was gross, sorry. But I do get pretty far. No. Oh. Man, I messed up so bad. I just said fuck this and went rage mode. By the way, I think this is the only game in this series where you can't exit out of your rage mode preemptively. Because, you know, you can't do that in this game, which is unfortunate. So if you turn on your rage towards the end of a combat encounter, and you still have half of it left by the end of it, you just lost all that rage. Congratulations. Which kind of makes me angry a little bit, but it's like, you know what? That's not the end of the world. Getting rage back is not that hard. And really, I only use rage when I'm just desperate or I just want to get through something as quickly as possible. Yay! And I'm thinking correctly, that's the last set of Gorgon eyes for the rest of the game. We're done. I don't think we have any more Gorgon eyes. Now, in terms of health expansions, we're not done yet. We have one more health expansion. We have one more expansion. But I'll get into that when we get to that door. I think I can destroy the statues. Yeah, screw the gods. Actually, you know, he's going to be saying that in like in a game, so... Well, technically 2 games, because... Me? Man, I'm lucky those guys decided not to attack me. So parrying these guys is actually a bit of a challenge, because you have to wait for them to do that attack. Not when you can't parry them when you can't do a parry attack while they're still underground, because you can't hit something that's underground in this game. That's not until God of War 3. Yeah, these guys don't return in God of War 2, but they come back in 3. In fact, I think in 3 they just bring back everything. I'm pretty sure back in like God of War 3 they bring back everything. I might be wrong though. I know at least these guys come back. Gorgons are a mainstay in God of War, except for the new games, obviously. I believe Siren... I don't think Sirens appear in 3. I know they do in 2. Yeah, I don't remember. But I know these guys are in 3 because they're a lot easier to deal with in 3 thanks to grapple attacks. 3 spoils me. Cool. Yeah, that's all I got. Cool. This pisses me off, by the way, because I know what this is. Spoiler alert, this is the elevator that takes you back down. That's where the elevator that takes you back down after you get Pandora's box ends. Yeah, legit. There's just an elevator that brings you down to here at the end of the whole thing. The book reads: the temple was erected in honor and at the command of... Oh, okay. Ugh, I can't read. Pathos Verdes III. I wonder if Pathos Verdes is a real person in Greek mythology. I also wonder what these runes say. Never gonna give you... Hey! Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm curious now. Where's my phone? That is over here. I'm gonna look up Pathos Verdes III. Because I am a legitimately curious person today. I am not that knowledgeable in Grecian mythology, or any mythology for that matter, so shut it. Pathos Verdes. I'm assuming I'm saying that right, but I know I'm at least saying Pathos right, because... I guess Pathos Verdes is an original character? Because I am not seeing anything about him besides God of War. Yeah, I'm guessing Pathos Verdes is an original character for God of War. Um, you can tell me all you want, but you know, because I know Pathos Verdes, didn't create Pandora's box. That's usually Hephaestus, isn't it? Well, at least in this mythology, it is. At least in this version, it is. All right. So here's the thing about Pandora's temple. This light right here needs to shine all the way through the Rings of Pandora. There are 3 levels of the Rings of Pandora. We are currently in the first level. But we'll be able to get through more of the Rings of Pandora as we progress the game. The main issue with the Rings of Pandora is there is a lot of lever pulling. Like, no joke, most of your time will be spent pushing the lever to move, the rings to the proper spots. And it's infuriating. It's slow, it's boring, I hate it. It's not going to happen now. Excuse me for all my burping today. I'm drinking Coke. But there is a lot of lever pushing and lever pulling to get through the Rings of Pandora. You see the door with the skull on it? We need to get something to put into the door in order to actually progress and get into the next ring. So for now, we have to use this doorway that we can move with that crank. And you can see the problem already. Yeah, this is all it is. Hope you're having fun. Okay, here it is. So, this isn't the way to progression, but this right here is the Muse's door. The whatever many daughters of Zeus. 2 of the Muses are missing. Those are the keys that we need to get into this door. I will be going for those keys, mainly because they are not hard to miss. Once again, it is just, you will find them in gray chests like you would find Gorgonite and Phoenix Feathers. So, it is basically impossible to miss them. I don't know a single person who could miss them, unless you just were not paying attention throughout, unless you were just not going for them at all. But in order to get all the health expansions in the game, you do need to get them.
Artemis.
Kratos, the gods demand more of you. You have learned to use the blades of chaos well, but they alone will not carry you to the end of your task. I offer you the very blade I used to slay a titan. Take this gift and use it to complete your quest. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power and use it to defeat your enemies. Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
So yeah, we got a new weapon. Yeah, we actually have a new weapon, not a new magic spell, a weapon. The Blade of Artemis, and it's pretty good. I like it. I don't use it as often as the Blades of Chaos because of different reasons. But, it's a slow sword that does a lot of stun. So it's really good. It's really good for just getting enemies to get stunned for a second. Really good for crowds, especially. Like, it's really good when you're just getting swarmed. Like, look at that. If I remember correctly, though, I don't think you can do certain things that you could do with the blades with this equipped. Like, I don't think you could do certain circle button prompts, but I could be wrong. I just never tried. You can't parry. So that's a disadvantage of the Blade of Artemis. But overall, it's a pretty good weapon. Though I do like his how Kratos like swings a sword around like that. It's like the Kratos copter. Woo, 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 woo. And that's the faster Kratos copter. But yeah, as you saw earlier, I upgraded my Blades of Chaos to level 4, and to get to level 5 now, I need 9,000 orbs. So that means that the Blades of Chaos are going to not get red orbs for a long time, because we're going to focus on other stuff. But the Blade of Artemis is a really good weapon. I don't use it as often as I used to my first playthrough. This was like one of my exclusive weapons, because I just liked it. But, you know, now I've just sort of grown past using it. I use it, just, you know, I'm probably gonna lean towards the blades more than anything. But yeah, this is the only secondary weapon you get in the game. You don't get anything else. We don't get like the Neiman Cestus or anything like that. That's not until God of War 2, where we get really cool weapons. Like, we get like a hammer that kind of behaves similar to the Blade of Artemis. The Blade of Olympus in New Game Plus, if you want to do that. Whatchamacallit. And a spear, which is really good. Pointed damage. And I think that's really all I can think of off the top of my head. Excuse me. I messed up. Okay, you can't do circle button prompts. Give me that. My other one's dying. That'd be a funny mechanic, honestly. It's like every often you have to change. You have to do the Medusa. You have to do the Gorgon circle button prompt circle minigame in order to keep Medusa's gaze, because the other one keeps dying. That'd be funny. Be annoying, but be funny. Yes, I like magic. Oh, no, that's progression. That's not what I want. Okay, technically that is what I want, because either way I go is progression, but the way I want to go is faster progression. Well, not faster progression. We have to go both ways either way. But the question is do I want to do the one that is right next to the door first, or do it after I get the second version? Because, see, that door right there that I keep panning away from with the camera, right there, that door, it needs a Shield of Hades and the Shield of Zeus in order to open, and we get one of the shields up in this area, but there's another one in that hole that I just walked past earlier and ignored. But I want to get, the other one first, because, you know, then I can just go straight for the door right after I get the next shield. If that makes sense. Because the thing about God of War is that, yes, technically there are branching pathways, but you're going to have to go to both ways eventually. But that happens a lot in this game. It's like, yeah, there's branching pathways, but you're just going to have to do both anyway. And to some people, that just seems very counterintuitive. What's the word? That seems very underwhelming. But to me, I'm just like, this is really the only game to do that, to my knowledge. At least making both paths required. Sometimes the multiple pathways are just more or less there for treasure's sake in later games. Because God of War 3 does that a few times. God of War 2 definitely does that. I think Ascension does it a couple times, if I remember correctly. Oh, I got lucky. Oh, man, thank God that guy has Stormtrooper aim. I just love how that popped in, by the way. It's like... Me? I think I'm realizing I left it. I think a guy's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. I remember seeing his head. I'm just like, wait, did I kill that guy? Plus the music was still going. Yeah, that's generally how you can tell a combat encounter is not really done yet, is if the music's still going, or it's not the atmospheric stuff. Which is good. You know, it's not like Devil May Cry, well, the newer Devil May Cry games especially, where it does like a musical, does like a riff of the main theme. What am I doing? Oh, I think there's something up here. No. Where it does like a finale riff of the main battle theme, and then shows a cutscene of the shield breaking. God of War does that sometimes, but not all the time. Not as much, especially not as much as Devil May Cry. Bayonetta does. It depends on the game. Bayonetta does the same exact thing. But like Bayonetta has like a special animation to break the shield. Like if it's this really applies to all Bayonetta games. Where like in Bayonetta 1, she would like kiss her hand, and then hearts would break the shield for Paradiso enemies. And then in Bayonetta 2, she would shoot her gun, and like the bullets would make like a heart formation, and that would break the shield for Inferno enemies. I don't remember what is Bayonetta 3's. Bayonetta 3's is like she like points. She like does like a weird pointing motion that's like so anime. And then the shield breaks for the homunculi. Viola, she does the same exact thing, I think, for almost every enemy encounter, where she does like the whole rock on thing. Hand motion, and then the shield breaks. Unless she has something different for I don't remember. I don't remember encountering Paradiso Inferno enemies as Viola in 3. Yeah, so we got the Shield of Hades, so now we got a bit of a combat challenge here to, you know, prove our worth in keeping it. So you see that thing that's coming after us? Well, it's gonna try to kill us. So we have to kill all the enemies before it kills us. So my recommended strategy, be aggressive. These are small fry. There's nothing to worry about. It's not like they're, oh, thank you all for dropping in one area. By the way, yes, you saw that blatantly some enemies were ignoring the Poseidon's Rage. Poseidon's Rage, yes, may be a sweeping area attack, but it doesn't damage everything at once. There are certain enemies, some enemies will get past it. I think there's a certain number that will take damage. It caps, which is unfortunate. That, or I just was unfortunate enough to have a glitch. Yeah, but all of the enemies in this area are small fry. There's nothing to worry about here. Just go ham. And there you go. Yeah, the thing didn't even get halfway to me. And there's nothing, there's nothing back there, dude. There's nothing back there. It doesn't break. Which is unfortunate. Boo-hoo. Well, we get some blue orbs. And a health chest. Yay! Okay. Oh. Oh, that's the end of the part. Oh, okay. Oh, I know why. I remember now. This part would have gone on a lot longer if I waited for a save point like I usually do. So I just decided to say, hey, screw it. I'm just going to end the part on a menu. So yeah, that is the end of the part for today. The next time we meet in God of War, we're actually going to go get the Shield of Zeus to open that door. And then keep progressing in Pandora's Temple. So see you guys next time, and take care.